Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about how a former Texan martial arts and gymnastics coach was recently charged with crimes against children. Let's check out the story. A former Texas martial arts and gymnastics instructor from Alvin has been charged with multiple child pornography crimes, announced U.S. Attorney Almdar Hamdani. Franklin Joseph Perkins, age 40, previously worked at the Cook Soul Wan Dojo and Gulf Coast Gymnastics, both located in Alvin. He's charged with transporting, receiving, and possession of child pornography. Perkins recently appeared for a detention hearing at which time Judge Andrew Edison found him to be a danger to the community and ordered him into custody pending further criminal proceedings. Officials say Cook Soul Wan Dojo has since closed, and we're learning the former gymnastics gym has new owners, unaffiliated with Perkins, who say they bought the building 6 years ago. According to information presented at the detention hearing, the investigation began when they learned of suspected child sexual abuse materials uploaded using an online account Perkins controlled. They executed a federal search warrant at his residence, which revealed child sexual abuse content stored in a Google Drive account associated with Perkins, according to the testimony and evidence at the hearing. Law enforcement also allegedly discovered non-pornographic images of what appears to be underage minors in gymnastics clothing and screenshots that depicted young girls' social media accounts. During the investigation, 2 women, now adults, have come forward to report allegations of sexual assault and inappropriate contact involving Perkins when they were still minors living in Alvin. At the hearing, the court heard that Perkins was their gymnastics instructor according to the allegations. We entrust our children to the care of instructors, coaches, and other authority figures. We cannot and will not take these allegations lightly, said Hamdani, but we also need your help. Our goal is not only to secure justice, but also to make sure any and all possible victims have their voices heard. If you or anyone you know has been in contact with Franklin Perkins or have any knowledge of any potential crime, please come forward. Identifying victims of sexual exploitation not only helps law enforcement investigate and convict the individuals responsible for the abuse, it also helps to connect the victims and their families with the services they need to recover, said Mark Dawson, special agent in charge of HSI Houston. HSI has dedicated full-time victim assistance specialists who work closely with child sexual exploitation victims to connect them with the medical treatment, counseling, and other services that they might need following sexual abuse. We know this process can be extremely difficult for victims, and our specialists make every effort to sensitively respond to the unique needs of child victims and provide a trauma-informed environment conducive to recovery. Parents should be worried, said Chow Wen, who was a trauma therapist at JEM Wellness and Counseling, and weighed in following the allegations. The word that comes to mind is grooming. Perpetrators gain access to young children because of their power, because they're a coach. Parents entrust their care to children, and they start gaining access. If you're a parent watching this, just look at the signs. Have those uncomfortable conversations with your kids. Talk about appropriate and inappropriate boundaries and things that are okay and not okay. Wen says parents should be on the lookout for suspicious behavior, such as if a coach is getting too close or if the coach is giving gifts. It's not uncommon for sexual assault survivors to tell their stories years later. They're ashamed, there's stigma, maybe they don't want to talk about it because they're still processing. But healing comes. For those of us who work in this world, healing can come years later, Wen said. If convicted, Perkins faces a minimum of 5 and up to 20 years in federal prison for transportation and receipt charges and up to 10 for possessing child pornography. All counts also carry a potential fine of $250,000 as well as a $5,000 special assessment under the Justice for Trafficking Act, a maximum of a $35,000 special assessment under the Amy Vicky and Child Pornography Victim Assistance Act, and mandatory restitution in an amount of no less than $3,000 per victim. If you're a victim or have any information about potential others, please contact Homeland Security Investigations in Galveston at 409-443-0103. Let's unpack that. Years after victims suffered this abuse, they came forward and were able to get a hold of authorities who were able to locate this man and find, still in his possession, child pornography. There's a good chance that this guy probably still has other victims out there who have yet to have their voice heard or have come forward. Unfortunately, stories like this are a dime a dozen, and I try to make sure that I keep up with these stories, but I have something really important to tell you guys that you might want to learn about. McDojoLife.com is officially up. You might be asking yourself, how on earth does that actually relate to this story? But it actually relates directly. On McDojoLife.com, we actually have a registry for people like this guy. All you have to do, type in your instructor's name and see if they pop up on that registry to see if they've been in the news at all for any nefarious acts in the martial arts industry. You yourself will actually be able to add people anonymously to the registry. All you have to do is click the button and send in proof of what you're saying or any allegations, and we'll add them to the list. Instructors out there who lie, cheat, and steal, and they've been caught for it, they now are going to go on the list. Now, this website is an ongoing process, so please bear with us as it continues to grow. But hopefully this is something that will be able to help the community, and we'll be able to stop these people and make sure that other people are aware of what they've done. I partnered up with Zen Planner to make this website happen. It's been something I've been wanting to do for years, and finally I got a company to step up their game and make this happen with me, so super big shout out to Zen Planner. This brings us to the question of the day. What else do you think we should do with this website? As of right now, it currently has an events page, which there's nothing on it yet because we literally just launched, so I'll have to add that to it. We have a page on there about our business consulting, which helps out martial arts school owners. There's the registry for martial arts school instructors who have done something nefarious or coaches who have done something nefarious. But what else should be on there? Go look through the website, check it out, and let us know how we can better the martial arts community with this website. As always, I look forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. Thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, memberships, and of course, support. Keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates. So she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this tool said he could move shit with his mind. He called himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip mall near Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to break boards with a